Creating an assembly. One of the powerful features of the PostFrame Manager takeoff and estimating system is the ability to create an assembly for virtually any unique or specialty item. When you do, the assembly is stored in your system, making it easy to select and include in any building you create later. There are two ways to get to the Assembly Creator toolbox. When you first launch PostFrame Manager from your desktop, click on the Project Tools and Editors button on the launch screen. That brings up the PostFrame System Tools screen. If, on the other hand, you are in the process of creating a building, clicking your mouse with the cursor positioned within the building outline brings up the navigation menu. Click the Edit Building Wing Attributes menu item to bring up the Primary Attribute screen. At the bottom of this screen is the Systems Tools and Editors menu. Click the plus button next to that item to reveal the Tools menu. Click on that item to bring up the PostFrame Manager System Tools screen just mentioned. Click on Assembly Creator from this screen. The Create Assemblies for BOM or Bill of Materials screen will instantly appear. Directions for creating an assembly list 5 steps for doing so. The names of every assembly that have been created appear in the drop-down list under step number 1. Enter the name of the assembly or choose an existing one. If you want to see the components of a particular assembly, click on that assembly in the list, then click on the magnifying glass to the right. A window listing the components of that assembly will instantly appear. So again, the first step is naming our assembly. Click the New Clear button at the right of the Name of Assembly window and enter the name in the window. In this case, we'll build a 4-foot by 4-foot cupola framing kit. Although, because assembly listings are in alphanumeric order, we'll name it Cupola Framing Kit 4x4 so that all of our cupolas are found in the same area of the list later. Now proceed to step number 2 to specify the various components of the assembly. Choose the data file or category of the first material you want to add. We need lumber, so we'll select it from the drop-down list. When we do, note that the various materials in that category appear in the window below. In step number 3, we select the material from this category that we want to be included in the assembly by clicking on it. Hold down the Control button on your keyboard to select more than one component from this list if you need to. For 4x4 cupola framing, we need a 16-foot piece of 2x6 dimensional lumber. When we click on it, notice that the component appears in the window under step number 4. Click on it in that window and enter the quantity needed in the quantity window to the right. Then click the Save button. Next, we need sealant. It's included in the Miscellaneous category. Scroll down until we see the product we want, then select it. Following the same procedure just discussed, we'll specify the amount we need and save our choice. If you wanted to also specify fasteners, for example, or any other additional material, follow the same procedure to include them in your final bill of materials. Now that you have created a new assembly and saved it to your PostFrame Manager system, it will forever be available to you for selection whenever you need it down the road. Use the Assembly Builder to specify the materials you need for any unique or special building component. It might be the components of several grades of horse stall, for example. The possibilities are really endless. There's one more important feature to note here. If you create an item that you want to have available when installing doors or windows on a building, clicking the Make Available in Doors Windows checkbox will result in those items appearing in the Available BOM Assemblies window when you access Object Placement to choose them down the road. This concludes the Creating an Assembly instructional video.